Hey everyone, welcome to the TRT and Hormone Optimization YouTube channel. I'm your host today, Danny Bossa, joined today with Ali Gilbert.
Yay!
How's it going?
Good. I'm so happy to be back. It feels like
Good.
forever.
You haven't been on a while.
I know. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but
I know why. I don't want to tell you because it's gonna hurt your feelings. I'll tell you off air. I don't want you to like break down or I'm just kidding.
oh, please. Like nothing you guys say in the group to me hurts my feelings. I
No,
cry
absolutely not.
almost daily.
So guys, I got Ali on because she's got something to announce that is pretty cool that some of you would be very much interested in. So before we delve into that, Ali, you want to just maybe share a little quick brief background about who you are so people know
Yeah,
who you are?
I think like it gets confusing because I'm always, trolling like you and Dave and Jordan in the group,
Yeah.
sometimes Gil if he feels like answering. But I am a fitness professional. So I have been a fitness professional about 20 years. I'm 40 years old and my niche is men's health. So I'm not a doctor, but I play one on social media. And basically, I lecture in different fitness organizations regarding men's hormone optimization, men's health. How can guys get as resilient and healthy as possible from nutrition and training? Because I don't have a script pad, but I know plenty of smart guys who do. So getting them with the right practitioner and me, I just take control of the fitness and the nutrition and their supplementation and all of that. So that is what I do. And I do remote coaching. So I've been doing online coaching for probably 5 years now. So still will train people in person if the time comes sometimes. But right now I work with people from all over the world and I really enjoy it. So it's a lot of fun.
And you've had a pretty drastic, amazing, mind-blowing transformation yourself in the last little while. This picture I've been seeing on social media.
Yeah, I have my own coach, which I think people should know that many fitness professionals have their own coach. Because yes, we know what to do. Just like people say, well, I know what to do. I just need to do it. And I'm like, yeah, so do I. But I have a coach because I really can't be bothered to do my own nutrition, my own training program. And so my goal with him was treat my wedding last year like a competition, which we did. And then it was training for a photo shoot, which I just did last Monday. And now it will be add a little more size, do another photo shoot just because I'm like addicted to this. So it's so much fun. I love aesthetics and physique stuff and everything. So after doing the athlete thing, like I'm going to do the superficial thing.
Yeah, you guys go check out or check her out on social media. You'll see the pics. You'll see what I mean. It's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
So what's this big thing you got to talk about today?
So I have launched a course called Testosterone School. And the cool thing is that so many people ask either after they hear me on a podcast or, speaking at a conference, they're like, so where can I learn everything you just talked about? And I'm like, you can spend many years talking to different doctors, going to medical conferences, studying on your own, or you can actually now do this course, which I've created, because there really was no resource to learn about testosterone replacement therapy aside from our YouTube channel, but in a condensed version where somebody can consume it at their own pace in some sort of order. So I created the resource, and it's basically a very basic, why do I need testosterone? What do I need to know about it type of guide. So I did PowerPoint presentations and basically took all the talks that I've ever done on testosterone, fitness, and nutrition and put it into one area as an online course. And so I go through the basics of how testosterone is made in the body, why is it important, all of that stuff. But a lot of the guys in the group ask about supplements, they ask about nutrition, they ask about training. So I go in depth into how to set up a diet for testosterone optimization, how to set up a training program, what to stay away from, the questions that you want to be asking, how to seek out the proper type of practitioner. And I had Gil, Jordan, Dave Lee, and Jim Brown all contributed exclusive interviews in their area of expertise to combat all the myths surrounding prostate cancer, the never ending estrogen debate, heart attack stuff. So there's really a ton of information and a ton of value in there in one place. So if somebody wants to learn the basics of everything that they ask in the group, here it is.
Awesome.
Boom.
And is this more geared towards like, the end user or the end user? I sound like you're hitting a freaking video game. That there's just the regular Joe that wants to learn about it. Is this more geared towards like medical professionals that maybe they got their coaches and they are, training people and want to learn more about this stuff? Like who's your target audience here?
Really anybody. So I actually had some women buy it because they work with men in whatever type of capacity, but I geared it towards both fitness and non-fitness professionals. So if anybody wants to have an understanding of what they can do for themselves, nutrition wise, or in the gym, they can absolutely do that. And if you're a fitness professional who works with guys, this will also help you have the right conversations with your client regarding TRT and what they need to know about it, because I do go into kind of the basics of TRT, but it's not the full course. A lot of the course is, sexual health and erectile dysfunction and libido and the science behind your erection and boner. Like, why is that important? And then going into, what happens when we try to diet too hard for too long and we lose weight too quickly, which is a problem that a lot of people face. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, women get pegged with, we eat too little and we train too much. But after training men for so long, guys do it too. And they go right to slashing calories, and then they'll exercise 7 days a week. And then all of a sudden they'll feel like shit and their testosterone goes through the floor, and then they wonder why. And then they can't get a boner. And it's going into the science behind that. And actually, how do you rectify that so that you feel good and maybe become the most resilient, healthy person as possible before you even consider TRT? Because obviously you and I both know TRT is great, but it's not the, Band-Aid that's going to fix everything. And it's not the solution for a shitty lifestyle. So the better you get yourself health-wise before starting, then the better it's going to work for you.
Absolutely. So this is an all-encompassing course. It's not just testosterone. So let's all learn about testosterone. It's about the training. It's about the diet. It's about the lifestyle, potentially supplementation to optimize every facet of your life. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because my angle as a fitness professional is mainly handling people's nutrition and training. I obviously went very heavy on that side because that's what I talk about the majority of the time when I go to conferences or I'm on podcasts and stuff like that, or on this channel when you guys have me.
Yeah. Yeah. I get a lot of questions about guys that, saying, I got on TRT and I'm training my ass off and like, I'm getting a little bit of, improvement at the gym, but not nearly what I thought, and you find out what they eat and it's like, and it's the same thing with me. A lot of guys are like, Danny, you're on this crazy high dose of testosterone and you say you train, yet you're not 240 pounds of ripping muscle. Why is that? And it's like, you've said it so many times in your social media, you can't out-train and out-gear a shitty diet. And I sit here at my desk working all day long and I'm skipping meals and this and that. The diet is so unbelievably important. Angie, my wife, has got her diet dialed in the last 2 weeks and she's transforming before my eyes just with the diet. It's unreal. So you're only as strong as your weakest link. You need every one of these facets optimized to really get to the results you want.
Yeah, we see those questions too all the time. And I always tell people, like, everybody responds to diet. Not everyone responds to training. So you can't rely on just training to transform your physique. You still have to address the dietary stuff. So a lot can be done from a dietary perspective. So training will help dictate the shape that you end up sculpting, so to speak. And it can help you from a muscle standpoint. Obviously, the more muscle we carry getting into our elder years, the better off we're going to be. Mm-hmm. But again, diet is like, it's just so important. It's just so boring. And people have a hard time with it. It is the number one hardest thing for every single one of my clients, even my most type A militant people, my military veterans. It's the hardest thing for them. My CEOs, hardest thing for everybody. Yeah. So being able to realize, okay, yeah, there's no cutting corners. I actually have to address this, but it's not the deprivation that people think it is. Like, you don't have to give up everything you absolutely enjoy. You just have to eat enough of the right things, which is usually protein is low on everyone. Let's increase that and then decide carbs and fats. How do we work those into our life depending upon what our activity level is? Like, it's really not that difficult. The media complicates it. And then the discussions in the group complicate it because everyone is very quick to say, this worked for me, try this, when that's really not what you want to do. You want to find something that works for you and you only, because you are the one that is going to be with this dietary approach for the rest of your life.
Right. So it's very much a similar thing to like I'm always preaching on the channel. Like they're saying, here are my labs, what do I do? And oh, my friend does this protocol, therefore I should do the same. And I keep insisting you have to find out what works for you and not what works for someone else. You just need to be geared with the knowledge that you will require to figure out what works best for you in regards to TRT, in regards to your diet, in regards to exercise, and so on. So that's what your testosterone school is basically encompassing.
Yeah, awesome. It'll allow somebody to kind of have some structure and direction because we thrive on structure as humans. We want do this and you'll get this, but it doesn't work that way. You can group train people, but you can't really group nutrition people. It has to be an individual approach.
Yeah. And guys, I can absolutely vouch for Ali. I know some of her clients personally. She's actually helped me with a few things, and she really, really knows her shit. And I wouldn't have her on if she didn't.
And I did not pay you to say that either.
She did not pay. Transferring by Bitcoin, is that paying? Is it still? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it later. So what kind of perks do you have for the people of this channel that are potentially interested in your testosterone school? What are you offering?
Sure. So it'll be on sale this week just for the group. So I did a public launch that's going to be more expensive than what I'm offering to everyone here. So for the first 24 hours, every single person that purchases will get a 3-month complimentary access to my Gorilla training program, which is a semi-customizable training program that I've designed that is the most testosterone optimizing of my strength training programs, delivered right to an app called True Coach. And so they'll get that for 3 months, and it'll be 3 different types of programs. So mainly more on the hypertrophy side. So if you're looking to gain muscle, drop body fat, that is what it is geared to. Oh, nice. So it's always nice to walk into the gym and not have to think about what you're going to do.
Yeah. And after a 3-month period, they're going to have a pretty good idea of what they need to do. So it's not like after 3 months, they're stuck. They can just keep using that same methodology and move forward. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Okay. And then everybody who purchases will have a lifetime 25% discount to Thorne supplements, which are pharmaceutical grade. They never really discount their stuff. So this will be a good thing. And then you'll have the interviews with the guys that are in there. I created PDF cheat sheet downloads for everyone, including if you decide that you just want some guidelines on training, certain exercises that you should look to include to yield the biggest testosterone output, and then how to organize that. Nice. There's a lot in there. So I literally put my heart and soul in this. I ignored all my friends. I pretty much did every testosterone school thing I had to do in every free moment I had throughout the last 6 or 7 weeks, all while dieting for a photo shoot. I will never recommend anyone do that. But I got it done and it got me focused. And I think that, from what I've heard so far, the people that have bought it, they really like it and no one asked for a refund. So I think that's a good thing.
Awesome. And you even did the Neil Rousier's course.
I've done all of his courses. So
wow.
Yeah. Which is interesting, as a fitness professional, but my gynecologist actually was trained by him. And that's how I first learned about him. And he's a Rousier, I guess, from the early years, because my gynecologist is in his late 60s, I think. So, okay. So I've learned a lot. I've presented at not AFRM. I presented at AMMG and I've attended A4M. And then obviously I talked to everyone in the group who is pretty much an admin, whatever you guys
Moderator.
Moderator.
Yeah. Got it.
So
Okay, so we're gonna basically have then a link when this video goes live. I believe it's going to be on Tuesday. So if everyone watching this, it's probably Tuesday, the 15th of March, 2022. So you were mentioning something about prior to us getting on this thing, something about there was going to be something with on up to Sunday. You said there was going to be a.
Oh yeah. So we'll open the cart on Thursday, and those who enroll within the first 24 hours will get the gorilla training, and then we will leave it open until Sunday. So they'll have 4 days to decide if this is for them. And you guys are welcome to ask me all the questions that you want, either in the group, message me on Facebook or Instagram at the Ali Gilbert. I do a lot on Instagram too. So
perfect. So they just got to go click the link under the video. That's going to be in the comments, and that'll take them to. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
And then we are looking to basically kind of do this live in the fall here in Florida. So it'll be like a men's health and fitness summit, where it'll kind of be like an overview of what Testosterone School is, but live with speakers, with blood draws, bourbon tasting, maybe cigars. We'll see. So
does bourbon and cigars help raise the testosterone levels?
Absolutely,
is that part of it? Okay, that's an interesting course. I got to take that course.
I know. Charlie said the same thing. He's like, that's not really health. And I'm like, guys are into it, so.
Absolutely. Cool. Okay, it was great having you. And I'm really looking forward to checking this thing out. And
awesome.
That's it, guys. All right. Have yourself a good one. All right.
Cool.
Okay.